Stay tuned. Hello YouTube, and welcome to a random review from me, Random Ross. So it's been a while since I've done a review on anything, so here we go. So as you've seen from the title and the intro, today I review the Funhouse Massacre, directed by Andy Palmer, starring Chesty or something, Bellstone or something, Jer Burns, Sterling Solomon or Sullivan, Eric Cavaretta. Oh, for God's sake, why have they got such dumb names? Eric Cavaretta, Courtney Gaines, Scotty Thompson, Eric Michael Reed, Ben Bagley, Robert England, Mars Crane, and Robert England. So, the Funhouse Massacre is a comedy horror. It focuses on some lunatics that escape from a mental asylum run by Robert Englund's character, and Robert Englund, he's not in it for very long. He's only in the opening scene, but still it's great to see him do some make an appearance in this film. So, let's see, what can I tell you about this movie? It was an okay film. It was, like I just said, comedy horror. Robert Englund did a great performance in the limited screen time he had. So, what it is when the lunatics escape, they go to this haunted house theme park thing that they crash, you know. All the elements of the theme house are all based on them because they're all criminally insane psychopaths. Sorry. So that's what the gist is. I won't give too much away about the killers, but one of my favourite killers in it is Rocco the Clown. He's just so badass, and it's partly where I got my inspiration for one of my clowns on this channel, Whack Job. But anyway, I enjoyed it. There was, like, our main protagonists. One was dressed as the Seventh Doctor, Sylvester McCoy. Didn't really look like him, though. Also, we had one dressed as a Bumblebee, another dressed as a sexy Hillary Clinton, apparently. Yeah, it was just, you know, witty, funny, hilarious, sickly, disturbing, horrifying, and funny, and comedy. It had a lot of my favourite elements that I like in a horror film. Clowns and deranged psychos. And many other insane things. What else can I tell you about it? It's about an hour and a half long. And even though it's a low budget movie, it has a few biggish names in it, like Jer Burns. I've seen him in a couple of things, Bates Motel, Justified. Also, who else? Excuse me. Yeah, there's so many insane horror elements. A lot of creative kills in it too. Like Rocco the Clown, there's one scene where he grabs like the person who's meant to be playing him in the amusement park. He literally rips his face off and wears it. And then there's like a huge twist towards the end with the sheriff in it, played by Scotty Thompson. But yeah, yes. So I enjoyed this film. It was a fairly decent horror film for a B movie, and yeah, I did like it. anything that they could have done better? It was a B movie. I don't think it's meant to be done perfectly like an A movie, but you know, it's got the cheese and the gore, and you know, I like that. Sometimes, you know, I like things so bad. I like things so good because they're bad. You know, like the Sharknado franchise. So what else do I need to tell you about this? Yeah. So yeah, all that crazy shit happens. What else do we have in the film? We have two DJs that have no idea the realism that's in it. In fact, no one does, because it does open and there's a whole crowd, and they don't realise that the whole thing is the real deal until towards the... I won't say any... Oh, God. That's a little bit of a spoiler towards the end, but I'm not going to tell you much about all the other characters and that. But yeah, I enjoyed it. I liked it. So I thought the cinematography was good. It wasn't terrible. So yeah, with that being said, so final thoughts and ratings. With that being said, I'm going to give the Funhouse Massacre. I'm going to give it. I'm going to give it a 7.5. That's it, a 7.5 out of 10. So that has been my review on the Funhouse Massacre. Be sure to like this video if you like it. You know, give it a big thumbs up. Also, feel free to share, you know, comment, do all that stuff, and be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. There should be something down there right now that you can click on, and the previous playlist or video or whatever. Anyway, yeah, till next time, I bid you all a goodbye, friends, goodbye.